Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Jason, back with another video, and I wanted to talk about neurodivergence and how I think that most of the late diagnosed cases of neurodivergence are the result of the human mind trying to adapt to the overstimulating and inhumane conditions of our modern toxic society. I don't think all of the cases of neurodivergence, and when I say neurodivergence, stuff like ADHD, autism, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, there's a long list, I just can't think of them right now. But I've noticed that there is a growing number of people existing in the world today that identify as being neurodivergent. They identify as having ADHD or being autistic or having schizophrenia or any of the other long list of neurodivergences. You know what I mean? I feel like this number just keeps growing more and more and more, and I can't help but think that this is the result of this society. I don't think it's necessarily something wrong with everybody. I think it's our mind's way of trying to adapt to a world that we were not designed to fit in. You know what I mean? I have ADHD, I have bipolar disorder, and I also have schizophrenia. And I don't always necessarily feel like there's something wrong with me until I'm trying to interact with this society. Then it becomes toxic and frustrating. I feel like my problems get worse the more I get involved into society. When I'm by myself, it's not so bad. That's what really made me start thinking that what if the growing number of cases of neurodivergence is not necessarily that all these people are just being born with these things wrong with them. No, it's just people's minds are evolving and adapting to the conditions we were put in. And I do think in some extreme cases, these neurodivergences can be a disability. But in most cases, I do not think they are a disability. I think if you don't understand them, they can be a disability. If you don't know how to use your unique brain in a positive and constructive way, then it can be a disability. But I think that's because when people hear about autism or ADHD or schizophrenia or whatever, they don't take the time to understand or don't try to help or try to be proactive about it. There's this big stigma about it, and then it makes people who have these neurodivergences just stay to themselves and not necessarily get the help that they need. So that was just something I was thinking about. What do you think? Do you think that the growing number of cases of neurodivergence in America or in the world has a lot to do with the fact that we live in an overstimulating and inhumane society? You know what I mean? What do you think? Leave it in the comments. Make sure you check out the links as well. And until next time, I'll holler at y'all. Peace.